Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breech coming to you. Today is not DVD Tuesday, but Best Buy has finally gotten me my ECW Unreleased Footage Volume 1. I think it's pretty cool they call this Volume 1. I honestly haven't seen that many people on YouTube holding this up saying they got it. It's been a long time since the days of Gymnastics 86. You know, showing his DVDs that he gets every Tuesday and talk about it real fast, but I'm really excited to get this DVD. This is the fourth release from WB about ECW, and I'm really looking forward to checking out a lot of good stuff. ECW is a product that I was lucky enough to go see live 3 times. There's not that many wrestling fans that were out there, um, that are out there that are able to say that they went and saw it. I went and saw it in Atlanta, Georgia, in a real small, dinky. I don't even know to call it an arena or a coliseum, but it's the Gwinnett Civic Center, and the Gwinnett Civic Center is not the same Gwinnett Civic Center that hosted WWE shows every once in a while. SmackDown will go there, and they hosted I think it was an Armageddon in like 2005 or something like that. But that place got completely torn down and rebuilt to what they is today. But I don't know, really cool. I used to watch hardcore TV. I used to have to work. I worked at a Pizza Hut, and I used to always close on the weekends because I was in high school, and most of the time I would always stay later than my shift and hang out because the people there were, pretty cool to hang out with and all that. And my parents would be asleep, so they wouldn't really know when I got home. But I know that if I got everything done, there was a TV in the back, and we used to turn it on. This wasn't even on like one of the local channels, like I don't know, not on NBC or CBS or something like that. You had to go on like the UHF channels, like and flick that thing around. And I can't even remember what number it was on, but Hardcore TV used to come on at 1 a.m. on Saturday nights. So I guess that'd sort of be like Sunday morning, but I don't know, whatever it is, it's Saturday night. And that stuff used to blow my mind with the wrestling and the promos, how they would mix in the actual real music videos. How I don't know how Paulie was able to play these themes or songs and not get away with it, but their video editing was second to none. I don't know. When I was growing up and watching ECW, I honestly probably thought some of these wrestlers were the best wrestlers in the world. And then it wasn't until after ECW was long gone and watching documentaries on it, like the Rise and Fall of ECW or the one Jeremy Borash put out. And it wasn't until then that I figured out how smart Paul E was and how Paul E would you know, he found ways to emphasize people's strengths. Like, he had guys like the Sandman and go in there and, he'd drink a beer and smoke cigarettes on the way to the thing. And he had the awesome intro. And then once he got in there, he'd get the shit kicked out of him, finally get his cane. And, that was about it. Rob Van Dam can go in there with his kicks and stuff like that. Taz just throw you around with the suplexes. Everybody had their stuff. You didn't really realize that a lot of the matches were real short. New Jack would run down there to Ice Cube and who is the other guy? I think it's Ice Cube and Dr. Dre. And most of the time his match would be over by the time the song was done. I always used to love that they would have his song going the whole time it was in there. I wonder, I haven't really seen or thought about if New Jack has anything on here. I wonder if they're even able to put it on there. I know he's not the most loved guy by WWE. I used to love that he lied to everybody and told them that he was signed for the new ECW and then never really was. It doesn't look like New Jack's on here, but that might be one of the reasons is they don't have the rights to that song. But I got the Blu-ray. And you got the 2 disc there for you. All the matches are on the bottom. I really wish I would have fallen in love with ECW sooner. I would have been able to go see WrestlePalooza. I believe it was '97. I wasn't a fan of them in time. That was when Al Snow wrestled Shane Douglas. At Wrestle Reunion this year, I saw Shane Douglas as I was waiting in line to buy my tickets to meet the wrestlers, and he was going to check in. And I was so tired. I don't know why, but I meant to give him the triple threat. But I gave him the 4 horsemen, and he looked at me like I was the biggest idiot in the world. But yo, dude, I was tired. Sorry, but like I said, this is the fourth release in ECW. They got the Rise and Fall of ECW. I've heard from WB News this is one of the most popular DVDs that WWE's ever put out. It sparked them getting their own pay-per-view. It sparked them getting their own rebranded show. Bloodsport, ECW. This is a real good DVD. There's no documentary, just I guess you can say, like the most violent matches ECW had. The Rottens have some sort of a death match where they, dip their hands in glass and then beat the shit out of each other. That's probably the most highlighted match that's on there. This honestly isn't my favorite DVD to watch. Every once in a while, I get this weird feeling to watch some of the matches on there. And then Extreme Rules, ECW. I really liked having these two DVDs, and when this one came out, I thought it was just another release of ECW. It's a good thing we have like websites like WB DVD News to tell you what you're buying now. If you look at the back, it mainly just has matches from their past history, but they sneak one on here. Big Show versus Ric Flair from 2006. So when you get this home and you pop it open, you find out that you have one disc of classic ECW matches that I don't even really remember what's on here. I don't watch this. I don't even watch this once a year. I don't even remember the last time I watched this. And then they sneak on you ECW Volume 2, which is all the TV show stuff. They give you the best of. I just looked at this before I started. They give you some stuff from the pay-per-views, their TV special, and then they give you matches like Ric Flair versus Big Show, Sabu versus Rob Van Dam, and a ladder match to determine the #1 contendership. I honestly think that is the worst ladder match in the history of ladder matches, at least on a main school level. I'm sure you can find some indie crap that's out there, but at least for WWE, that match is horrible. Um, Not good. Then you got Mike Knox is on there, Test, Rob Van Dam, and Stu. Best match is probably the Extreme Rules match between Rob Van Dam and Hardcore Holly, where Hardcore Holly goes through the table, does the bump, and the table breaks and goes up in there. But I don't know. Real cool Blu-ray right here. You got Shane Douglas and Bigelow on the front, and you got Sabu and Taz on the back. When I went and saw ECW for the first time, I was straight up Mark, bro. I didn't know what I was going to, and even though it was my first time going, I guess the people there were already used to the ECW style. I showed up wearing an Austin 316 shirt, and I was heckled in line. Heckled in line like Luke Cage was waiting to get into the Miami show wearing a Rob Van Dam shirt. But I don't know. And once you got in there, it is a whole different kind of feel. Even the TV taping that I went to, it was one of the last times they came to Atlanta before they closed up shop. It was the debut of Dusty Rhodes in ECW. Steve Corino was his guy that he was going up against. At that time, a lot of the guys had left. Just Incredible was there still, but I mean, Sabu, Taz, the Dudleys, the whole roster had been raped by both companies, WB and WCW. But they really didn't know what they were doing. It was one of their first TV tapings. It took forever in between matches, but it was still an awesome feel whenever there was a match going on. The chants, the crowd, just everything. I remember I took my girlfriend, like Assault and Battery brings Jade to a lot of the shows. Um, the Show Your Tits thing broke out for Francine, and this was my high school girlfriend. I remember her looking at me like serious as can be. If she shows her tits, we're leaving. I will always remember that till the day I die. But ECW special, hopefully, even though a lot of people haven't made videos about picking this up, I hope you do so we can get more things. I think the most thing that I want is more hardcore TV stuff. I think if they put a best of that set out, I think people will buy it. I think there's as many ECW DVDs now as there is WCW DVDs. So, that's what the most people want is the one product that, closed up shop. They want as much footage as they can get. You got to hold on to that stuff. But, thank you very much.